We teach people to live by a guiding question. We say it's just simple to ask, what does love require of me in this situation?
Thanks for joining us here at Faith Ignited. I'm Executive Pastor Michael Bridges, and I am with
Aaron Chivington.
our Senior Pastor. Thanks for joining us. We love to answer questions, and we've got one today, Aaron, and I would encourage all of you to send us more questions.
And by the way, the house looks nice with the Christmas decoration.
Thank you. It is July, but we thought we'd put them up now, so
It's July.
thank you. Here's a question, Aaron. What do I say to someone who is very closed off to Christianity?
Good question. It's one that I ask myself a lot, depending on my friend. First of all, let me just say, good for you that you recognize and love someone enough that you want to talk to them about Jesus.
Yeah.
Because that shows that there's the heart of Christ in you, and that you care about others enough that you know the most important thing I can talk to you about is Jesus. So I would say good for you that you have a passion for that, and that you want to talk to your friends about that. What I always recommend is just ask questions, and ask them in a non-offensive way. The gospel itself is rather offensive because Jesus is exclusive. He says there's no other way. There are no other gods. There's not another option. There's not a plan B. I am the only way. So the message there is kind of, if you will, already one that is dangerous to get into, because we all want to be in charge of our own morality. We don't want to have to surrender our will to God. So the best way to move into this is just ask questions. And so you can watch several of our videos and see we've kind of guided people through some of those questions. But I like to ask people, like, why do they value what they value? Or when someone says, that's just not right, I always like to go, what makes something right or wrong? Where do you get your idea of right or wrong? When someone says, man, that's really important to me, well, why is it really important? And part of that is I legitimately care about the person, and I want to know why they value what they value. But eventually, either their values come from a Christian background, whether they know it or not, a Judeo-Christian theology background, or they don't. And when I start asking the next level question, like, well, why does that matter? Well, why do we care about that? Well, why do we believe that? Why do you believe that? Again, I'm not really actually talking about Jesus yet. I'm just steering them to think deeper and to think about critical things. And I think that when we invite people to think, because we have a God of logic and rationality, that will help move them towards Jesus.
Yeah. Aaron, great explanation. I would also add that at this moment in time, that person may be closed off to Christianity. However, people change over time. Their perspectives change. And also, people go through crises in their lives.
Yes.
Personal crises of the loss of someone, maybe depression, a difficult situation. And while we would never wish a situation like that upon someone, people tend to be more willing and open to hear something about the gospel and Christianity during those difficult times in their lives. And so now I want to be clear, if you're at someone's funeral, that's not the time to start preaching the gospel, to the surviving widow. That's a time just to care and love on that person. However, but there are certain situations and certain times, a lot of them, when presenting the gospel, people are more willing to hear it and understand it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the key there is that you've lived in such a way, you've created such a friendship that they know you care, that when a crisis happens or something in life shifts and suddenly they are more open, that you're the person they turn to.
Yes.
Or that you've earned, and I use that word intentionally, you've earned the right to speak truth into their life. And so you do that by how you live all the time between now when you want to talk to them about Jesus and that moment when the Holy Spirit opens the door. And I think that's crucial. Let the Holy Spirit open the door.
Yeah.
You just be waiting for the open door.
Yeah, great point. Aaron, thanks very much. And thanks for joining us here. And check us out on the website at faithignited.church and on our social media, and join us at church on Sunday. Thank you.